Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. So this video is going to be a to-do list for beginners video to help people especially that are getting into the game or are still starting out. And then this will be an update to a previous video that I did because we recently got updates 8.0 and 8.2 which add a lot of features which make the game easier to understand for beginners and then easier to get into as well. There's some nice GIFs and things for beginners. So yeah, we'll try to get through these quickly. I got my list here, a lot of things to talk about. Number one is to watch the anime, and this is kind of an optional step. You can go to YouTube or Crunchyroll, looks like, and then you can watch the anime. And then this is for people that like kind of like a setting or story or like characters in their games. And I'm definitely that way. I've been playing the Final Fantasy games since the very first one. So a world and a story is pretty important to me. Within the game itself, there is not much of either. There's just kind of a taste. We kind of get a sense of a map back here with like some islands and stuff. But that's about it for setting, and then there's no story at all within the game. So if that matters to you, you can watch the anime. And yeah, they're pretty good. Season 2 is just starting up, so it's kind of an exciting time. Step 2 would be to roll the hatcher. If we go down here to hatchers, I'm going to tap on that, and then we can roll this. The Legend series is going on, and then we can get 5-star monsters. Those are the kind of the top class monsters. And then depending on the first monster that you get, it can make the game easier for you, especially if you get some top tier characters. One of those would be Lucifer Ascension. Another one of those would be Tempest Ascension. And another one of those would be Gabriel Evolution. And yeah, if you got one of these 3 characters in particular, they're so powerful that they can go to most missions and then make those easier for you. But it doesn't matter super much what your starting monsters are. These are all monsters that are available in the Hatcher, and so what some people will do is that they'll install the game, roll the Hatcher, see if they get a really good monster. If they don't, erase the game, reinstall it, and then try again. That's tedious, but if you do have a certain monster in mind, especially one of those 3 that I pointed out, that could be good for you. But again, there are lots of monsters that are available for free through promotions or quests. They're not as powerful as these monsters, but they can still get you throughout the entire game. So yeah, if pulling the Hatcher was something you're interested in, that would be something to think about. Okay, step number 3 is to raise your rank. And then if we look here in the upper center of the screen, we see that my rank is 271. To start out with, I recommend everybody raise their rank to 100, with the ultimate goal of 150. If you play up to rank 100, then you're going to get kind of a good sense about how the game works, and how to use certain characters in which missions. The reason why you want to aim for 150 is because once you reach 150, you can play some kind of upper tier difficulty missions that require that rank. Otherwise, there's no real requirements for rank. There's one other one. I think you need rank 70, and then you can play these library quests. But beyond that, no real limits. Alright, so that was step 3. Step 4 is to get a Genius Ableberry. And what is a Genius Ableberry? An Ableberry is an item that you can put on a monster. So at the very bottom here we see Ableberry Survivor. That gives my Fenrir X a special ability. And then the Genius Ableberry, that increases the experience points that you get per run. So let's see if I have that somewhere. No. Okay, here we are. So my Mundus has a Genius Ableberry, and then if we look in here, you will get an extra 55% experience points per quest. And that's really big. That's like getting 3 quests worth of experience playing only 2. So that can save you a lot of time as you try to raise your rank to 100 and 150. And then the way that you get able berries is to play these quests in the temple place. And then, yeah, the top difficulty level quests, like the Time Trial Carnage, or just the standard Carnage, they'll give you gold able berries most often. And then you can try to get a Genius gold able berry. If you can't get the S class, which is that white berry, right away, you can get the red, that's the A class. And that's good just to begin with, but eventually you want to get the S class. And then I did want to talk about which quests were the best to play to, farm for experience points. But we still haven't gotten the update that gives us the best quests. So I'm going to make a separate video about which trial quests are best to play for experience, and then which characters are the best to get the Genius Ableberry on, and then which temples are the best to hunt for that Genius Ableberry. Alrighty, so that'll be in a future update. Okay, but speaking of the trials, if you beat enough trials, we'll get to step 5, which is to unlock a Sanctuary Dragon. And I have Sanctuary Dragon somewhere. There he is. So yeah, if we if we beat enough trial quests, we'll unlock Sanctuary Dragon. And then the great thing about Sanctuary Dragon is that if we look next to the max level, there's a max clover here. That means Sanctuary Dragon has max luck. And then max luck monsters are really nice, because when we beat a mission with a max luck monster in our first team slot, we'll get extra rewards. And yeah, that can be great for gathering evolution materials or making other max luck monsters. But yeah, generally monsters, they start with either 1 luck or 5 luck. Let's see here. Yeah, here's a 5 luck monster. So he will have a very low chance of getting an extra reward at the end of a quest. Or a 1 luck monster, almost a 0 chance of getting an extra reward at the end of a quest. Okay. And yeah, also part of step 5 is to just beat all the trials. That'll get you a lot of experience points and then unlock some nice monsters for you as well. Okay, that brings me to step 6, and that is to play and then unlock all of the Mythos quests. And then what the Mythos quests are, I don't know if I have them queued up now. Oh, here we are. This is perfect. So this is the Cthulhu quest, and then he appears every other week, I believe. But yeah, you want to play Cthulhu a lot, and then you can make the max luck of Cthulhu. And then the quest will also drop vouchers for the other Mythos monsters. So we'll go here to vouchers. You pick these up at the end of the Cthulhu quest. And then you can play these two, Dax and then Leah. And you can play through these quests, unlock these characters, and they're also very strong and useful for beginning players. And then both of these characters have 2 forms, and then all of them are worth having. So with Cthulhu, the 2 Dax, and the 2 Leah, that's 5 monsters already. So that would be a very early first step that I would recommend. And then, yeah, again, to make the max luck, you need 99 of a character, just all fused together. So you would play Cthulhu until you had 99 of him, and then, fuse them together. And then you could use him in Dax or Leah to make those max lucks. Okay, so that was step 6. Next is step 7, and that is to expand your monster box. So here we can see that on the right I have about 1,300 spaces in my box, and then the number of monsters that I have is about 800. If you do not have enough room in your box, of course, you can't get more monsters, and so it is worth to expand your box. And then the way you do that, you go here to the shop, and then you hit expand monster box, And then you can spend orbs, which are the kind of the premium currency up here in the upper right, to expand your box. I would recommend maybe having 100 more slots than you have monsters, but I'll leave it up to you. Alrighty. So next, number 8, going back to the hatcher, is to use the orbs that you get to roll the hatcher here, so that you can get very strong 5-star monsters. And then, again, for beginners, I recommend about once a month, there's a new series that comes out, and that introduces new characters. And then we've recently gotten a thing where you can roll a 10-shot. You can spend 50 orbs, roll a 10-shot. That will give you 10 eggs. And then one of those is guaranteed to be one of the featured 5 stars. And that's an excellent investment, I think. It's you're guaranteed to get something. And then since these are the newest monsters, they have a really good chance of being very effective for the current missions. So that's what I would really recommend for everyone. If you wanted to go beyond that every month, then I would recommend pulling in either the Legends series or the Guardians series. And Legends starts the 1st of every month, and then Guardians starts around the middle of the month, maybe the 13th, 14th, 15th, around there. And then for Legends and, well, for all hatcheries, you can choose to pull either the 10-shot for 50 orbs, or the single shot for 5 orbs. In Legends and Guardians, your chances of getting a 5-star are just as good in both the solo and the 10-shot, so you can do either one. There's debate about which one's better. You can try both and then just see which one you feel like you have a better rate in. Okay, next up, step 9 is just to play a lot. This kind of links back to step 3 about raising your rank. But if you play a lot, and then especially if you play with a variety of monsters and a variety of quests, you will learn more about the game, learn more about the stages and missions, and learn more about your monsters. And then you'll also discover that there's different play styles, and then you can hopefully find the style that works for you, and then the monsters that work for you. Okay, step 10 is to make 5 max lucks. And again, to make a max luck, you have to keep beating a mission, and then fusing those together until you get 99 of them. So here, we have the flashing green max next to the clover. This is a max luck. And then there are 2 reasons why you want to make 5 max lucks. One, once you unlock 5, then you can kind of play the ultimate difficulty level missions. That might be a very far in the future goal for most people, but that is one of the main reasons to do that. And then another reason to make 5 max lucks is because if we come down here, we have max luck bonuses, and then we'll hit the bonus list. And then, yeah, if we make 5, then we unlock this light Murasame. This is a very strong monster that we can get for free. And I have her right here. And yeah, that's not a big investment to make 5 max lucks, especially if you make the 5 Mythos max lucks. And then that can net you a very strong monster here. Okay, and then next we got a new system in version 8.0 where you can get medals after clearing a mission. And if you can save up enough medals, you can buy these item boosts. Or if we hit on monsters here, we can unlock this current limited character, Olive. And Olive is pretty strong, and so I would highly recommend that you save up medals to get one of her. It is possible to save up enough medals to get 99 of her to make the max luck. That's a great amount of work. Yeah, as we can see, one Olive costs 20,000, which is pretty high. So for most people, I would say recommend just get one Olive and then use her for her strength. The more die-hard Olive fans can go ahead and go for the max luck of Olive. And then as we can see, we have almost a year left to make the max luck of her. So that could be worth doing for lots of people. Okay, so now I'm going to sort of go over all of the monsters that you can get very easily in the beginning of the game. And so here, this was a Sanctuary Dragon, which I talked about earlier. That's from beating Trials. And then next is a Light Murasame. You get her by getting 5 Max Lux. And then Olive, who you get from medals. And then also in here, this is Leah Evolution, and then Leah Ascension. We get her through the Mythos quests. And then also there's 2 of Dax. Okay. And then Cthulhu, that first mission that we play. And yeah, that's it there. And then there's one other character that I didn't talk about. This is Lucas, and then he appears on the weeks that the Mythos quests do not appear. And he is also worth making. He has 2 forms, the Evolution and the Ascension. The Ascension is nice because he has a strike shot that can do damage to everybody, and then he has this Blast Bump combo, which can help your other teammates. But I prefer the Evolution version. He's got better stats overall, and then a stronger bump combo as well. But yeah, these are the characters that you could start out with very early in the game. And actually this is a very strong lineup to have. And then you would be especially strong in quests that have gravity barriers. A lot of these monsters have no gravity barrier. So that would really set you up well for those quests. And yeah, once you kind of complete all of these steps and you gather these monsters, then you can kind of go after sort of the top level missions, which are called impossible missions. And these are very difficult. You're not allowed to continue, but if you beat them, you have a chance to unlock some of the strongest free monsters in the game. And the 2 that I would recommend first are Kushinada here, and then TSUKUYOMI. And these 2 impossible quests, they're a little bit on the easier side compared to other impossible quests, still difficult. And then the monsters that you get, they are very useful in a lot of other quests, including a lot of other impossible quests. So if you unlock these 2 guys, they will open a lot of doors for you. So that would be step 11, or wherever we are, would be to unlock TSUKUYOMI and then Kushinada. And then you can tell when any of these quests are going to appear by going here to the event schedule, and then you can look through here. And then you can also sort the events that you're looking at. If you're looking at just quests for more beginners, you can hit on the 5-star or the 4-star here. But if you're pretty comfortable with those and you wanted to go after the impossible quests, you can hit Spotlight, and then that'll show you all of the impossible quests. And then yeah, here we can see that TSUKUYOMI is coming up, so we can hit the notify button and then mark our calendar to get ready for TSUKUYOMI. Okay, and yeah, that's about it for my kind of to-do list for beginners. And yeah, if you had any questions, you can leave them in the comments, and then I will try to answer those. Alrighty, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.